If you really want to scale your business to six figures, you need to learn the difference between dark and light energies and how to fluctuate between both at will. Now, this is not a woo-woo video. I am the most down-to-earth human being, but I've studied multimillionaires. I've studied under multimillionaires. I've made one multimillionaire. And I've studied billionaires, and none of them achieved this success without learning this principle, either consciously or unconsciously. And they all implemented it to perfection. And look, I know where you're at right now. You've invested thousands of dollars. You've spent thousands of hours trying to build your business. You've done the content. You've done the outreach. You've done the offer. You've done all of the work that needs to be done. And yet, something is holding you back. Something is not adding up like you want it to add up. Something is not making sense like you want it to make sense. And I get it. You're putting all of this effort to get minimal output in return. And you just want a peaceful business that scales. Well, if you do not understand light and dark energy work, you will never be able to do that. So what is light and dark energy work? Now, before I go into that, who am I to listen to me? My name is Arnold, and I have built two six-figure coaching businesses. One of them I exited it at 23 years old, and now I'm building the second one. And I've consulted just in the last year, so 2025. I'm not going to talk about the past. 2025, today we're the 8th of August 2025, and I have built 57 coaching offers, okay? And light and dark energy is one of the core principles that I use to do that. So what is it? See, light energy is everything peaceful, everything good. It's the good emotions, the good actions, meditations, journaling, reflection, planning, strategizing, making sure that everything flows as planned. Dark energy, it's anger, revenge, punch, being extremely like action driven. Just nothing stands in my way, nothing faces me. Whatever faces me, I'm gonna plow through it. Light and dark energy. Now, what do you need to know in order to build your business and scale your business? And why do you need to know it? See, I have a friend who I've been connecting with for the past month. Every single week, we're chatting, making sure that we're on track. He makes multiple six figures. He has built a multi-six-figure agency, and then he closed it all. And we're chatting, and lately has been working. He's been taking care of his productivity routine, his mind, how he shows up, how he looks, his planning, his strategy. He's making sure that his CRM is nice. Everything is nice. Everything is flowing. Everything is good. And on our last call, we sat down and he told me, Arnold, I feel that things are not adding up as I want them. Like, I'm doing the work, but things are not moving like I want them. And by the way, I'm not going to say the name because the following is very private information to him. So I'm not going to say the name in any way, shape, or form. So I asked him a question. I told him, don't you have a lawsuit to deal with right now? He said, yes. And then I asked him, don't you feel that you want to provide for your daughter heavily? He said, yes. Don't you feel angry a little bit that your ex-wife tried to take your child away from you and that the government stood in her corner? He said, yes. I told him, where's all of this dark energy? What are you doing with it? Why are you always in planning, light, strategy mode, and you're never in action, angry, putting yourself out there, doing whatever it takes mode? He's like, you're right, Arnold. Maybe right now I'm in a season where I need to do that. On the contrary, I have a client. He's not a friend. He's a client. It turns out after a couple of months of working together, he's an amazing friend. And this guy is an extremely dark energy person. So whatever you tell him, he implements. Whatever he always plows through things. He's always in a state of constant push, constant creation, constant overwhelm, constant activity, constant energy. He's always doing. Like, for example, Yesterday, I sent him a thing that he needed to do. 1 hour later, he did it twice. And I'm like, wait, I told you need to do it once. Why did you do it twice? Why did you rush through it? But this is his personality. He's a very dark, driven energy. Zero filters in his mind. And I told him, man, you need to introduce a bit of light energy into your world or you're gonna burn out, because he has been through burnout multiple different times in the past. And now for you. Now, if you say to yourself, I've been doing everything right. I've been working on everything. I've been making sure that everything is in the right place, in the right corner, and I'm fixing everything. I ask of you, I'm not gonna tell you I want you to, I ask of you, look at those things. Look at those things. Have you been in very light energy lately? And if yes, maybe it's time to introduce a bit of dark energy, a bit of push, anger, drive. On the opposite side, if all that you've been doing is pushing, creating, building, putting yourself out there, building your authority, making content, doing everything at the same time, maybe it's time to take a step back and introduce a bit of light energy to balance it out, to make sure that you're moving in the right direction. You're doing the right things at the right time, at the right place, at the right pace. See, I'm going to give you a personal example of mine. A personal example of mine. This year, I started for 6 months of the year in extremely light energy. My core goal for the entire beginning of the year, so from January, approximately, I would say 6 to 7 months of the year, I was there building the back end of the program, because one-on-one, I'm unmatched. The people that work with me one-on-one, their results are mind-blowing. Their personal transformations are mind-blowing. Their business transformations are mind-blowing. If you want to see like the results, testimonials, etc., click the link down below. You can see everything. If I included everything, we have 102 tracked testimonials from clients. I spent it 6 to 7 months in very light energy, building up the back end, because I'm very good at the one-on-ones. But the one thing that I was lacking is making sure that we have the right infrastructure to handle the amount of clients that we work with, to make sure that every client doesn't get left out, to make sure that every client has his resources, his templates, his SOPs, his processes whenever he needs them. And then, after the middle of the year, I went into extreme dark energy. I'm like, okay, dark mode. Now we have all of the systems, the processes, all of the backend ready and available. Let me push. And immediately when I wanted to transfer from light to dark mode, the first thing on my mind, what did I think about? The things that make me a bit driven. I have my girl, my fiance. We're gonna get married in a couple of months. I'm like, I want to give her one of the best marriages that she has ever experienced. To do that, I need to go into this push energy, or I'm not gonna be able to do that. I want to make sure that I pay the whole wedding, including the tickets for the travel for the entire family to come and see our wedding. I want to make sure that we have a 5-star hotel, the highest room in the hotel, to make sure that it's one of the most beautiful experiences for our wedding. I want to make sure that we go into a business class or even first class. I don't know if the airlines from here to there, because it's a very close flight, have even first class. But anyway, I want to make sure that everything is top tier. And for me to be able to make everything top tier, I had to push myself, to feel the anger. It's like, if I don't do it, I'm gonna fail. I had to tap into this very dark energy, which resulted in a couple of 25, 26K months, 133K month, which is pretty cool to see as we're moving forward right now. So can you see this energy shift from light to dark energy, from dark to light energy? Now, look at someone like Iman Gadzhi, which he's a guy that a lot of people know about him, a lot of people trust him, and a lot of people follow him. Iman Gadzhi is very well known for taking 6 months off of the year and 6 months in the zone, pushing, creating, obsessing until 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. If you look at someone like Alex Hormozi, he's very well known. He tells that I work 12 hours a day, every day, 6 days a week. But most people don't know that as hard as Alex Hormozy works, he travels, he relaxes, he goes on a yacht, he lives life as he wanted. So every single high performer that I've ever met, even look at Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins owns a private island, if you don't know it. And on his private island is like, I travel all around the world for a couple of months and then I just sit down and relax on my private island. So the people that go hard, extremely hard, negative energy, they also spend time in very light energy to balance it out. And the people who burn out, the people that don't go where they want to go in business, the people who are always trying to figure something out but it's never figured out, they either spend too much time in light energy or too much time in dark energy. So my very simple question to you right now, where are you spending the most amount of your time? And how can you change that? Think about it. And if you need an external perspective on it, you can message me down below on Instagram. I reply to everything and to everyone.